I haven't been live in a minute. So salute to everybody that's tuning in to this live. I want to say R.I.P. Quincy Jones. He just passed away not too long ago. So R.I.P. to Quincy Jones. Um, if y'all know, Clarence Avant, he passed away. Black Godfather, and it's a changing of the guards in the music industry. A changing of the guards. Clarence Avant dying and Quincy Jones dying. You know, it's a changing of the guards. You know, Jay-Z's the Black Godfather. Dr. Dre is now the Quincy Jones of the industry. It's a changing of the guards. But R.I.P. to Quincy Jones, he did a lot. Going from jazz, being a composer, doing Thriller, In the Heat of the Night, Sanford and Son, Roots, In the House, French Prince, being behind Vibe magazine, um, also composing for Bill Cosby, Fat Albert, and the Bill Cosby Show, um, working with Ray Charles, you know, working with Frank Sinatra and many others in the whole jazz community, and then transitioned into R&B and the things that he did during, Body Heat, um, so much of his great legacy, his music. So definitely R.P. Quincy Jones. Also one of his best projects ever. I was just listening to it the other day, Back on the Block. So definitely R.I.P. to Quincy Jones, man. Musical icon, musical legend. Um, Definitely gonna be truly missed. Um, so I want to say that. He just died a few minutes ago. Actually, they said. So yeah, R.I.P. to his, our condolences go out to his family, Kadada, Rashida, and Quincy Jones III. Uh, so definitely R.I.P. to Quincy Jones. So with that being said, let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for everybody that's pulling up. If y'all just came in, um, Quincy Jones has passed away at the age of 91. They saying, he lived a long life. He passed away tonight, this morning actually. You know, and he passed away at 91 years old. So, like I said, Quincy Jones, who's behind so much classics like Thriller, Off the Wall, Bad, you know, Brothers Johnson, like I said, Body Heat, which is a classic. Um, what he did with In the House, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Vibe magazine. He's done a lot of legendary stuff in the industry, you know, with Clarence Avant passing and now Quincy Jones passing, you know, that's, like I said, the changing of the guards, you know. But let's get into it. I see y'all talking about the election. Let me just say this about the election real quick. I'm about to put up some audio that we had a debate about election. So let me just say this about the election, right? What's going on with the election right now was, like I said, man, it's a messy election. Um, you got Trump, you got Kamala. Really and truly, I don't know who's going to win. The way it's looking, it may shift in Trump. It may shift to Kamala. Who knows? Um, like I said, in this whole politics game, you know, the president is selected, not elected. Always remember that. So whoever is selected to be the president, they're gonna become the president. Um, 9 out of 10, you know, it looked like it's an open and shut um, election, in my opinion. So you never know who wins in this election. But like I said, man, you never know what's gonna happen when it happens. So let's get into this conversation. And I want to have this conversation piece. I want to talk about this whole Young Thug thing. A lot of y'all been doing videos. Let me just say this about Young Thug, right? A lot of people say Young Thug is free. Young Thug is free. Young Thug got his freedom because of one thing, and I'm gonna tell you this. Lil Wayne got his freedom, right? T.I. got his freedom. The reason why they got their freedom is because of what the deal that they signed. Because what people gotta understand, just because they took a plea deal, it's deeper than a plea deal. You know, it's deeper than a plea deal. These guys are signing over their rights to these people. T.I., Lil Wayne, Dr. Dre, whoever else. They signing their rights over to these people. So that's how they get out of being prosecuted. The people that you see that's not signing over they catalog or not signing over their rights, they are incarcerated. Perfect example, R. Kelly. If R. Kelly didn't would have let go his pursuit of getting his publishing, his masters for I Could Believe I Could Fly, he would have his freedom right now. This is facts. If Puff did not sue the liquor company, and if Puff did not give his artists back their masters and their publishing, Puff would not be in jail right now. You understand what I'm saying? His case is very weak. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. He may beat that case. Um, because it's very weak. There's a lot of people lying, a lot of people trying to get clout, a lot of people trying to get a name for themselves, a lot of people want a check. So people gotta understand it's a check thing. But when it comes to Young Thug did what Wayne did. He wanted his freedom. So the thing was, people say, oh, he took the plea deal. It's deeper than the plea deal. It's deeper than the plea deal. He got his masters signed over to these people. So it's deeper than that. That's what people gotta understand. It's deeper than a plea deal. People need to realize that. It's deeper than that. Gunna went over there and said he sold his people out. Let's just get that clear too. He sold his people out. Anytime you look at that whole case, he sold his people out. His guy, Little Rod, and all those guys, they fighting cases. You know, Young Thug could have beat his case. His case was weak. He didn't have to take a plea deal. You know, he didn't have to. He took a plea deal because made him an offer that he could not refuse. And he sold out. And he sold out his people. He had all these people, all these rappers and all them saying, yeah, yo, Gunna's a rat, Gunna's a rat, right? That's what he kept screaming. Gunna was a rat. They said, nah, but Thug didn't say he was a rat. How you know Thug didn't say that? Because Thug never cleared nothing up. Thug allowed them to call Gunna a rat. You know? So, shout out to my brother in the building. I see you, Radmatic. I see you, brother Crew Butter. Like, what people don't understand is, like, people say, yo, Donald Trump pardoned Lil Wayne. No, Donald Trump didn't pardon Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne, and this is facts, Lil Wayne didn't get pardoned. Lil Wayne sold his masters and gave all of that up to that company that's buying everybody masters. He signed the shit over, his lifeline. And not only did he sign his shit over, but he signed Nicki shit over and he signed Drake shit over. He signed the whole Young Money shit over so he can have his freedom. Dr. Dre, perfect example. Dr. Dre is alive today because basically what Dr. Dre did was he signed his publishing over. Once he did that, he's alive. So Young Thug signed his masters and his pub over, and he got his freedom, just like Lil Wayne. So he got the Lil Wayne plan, freedom plan, I like to say. You know what I'm saying? I don't respect Young Thug. I think he's a coward, and I think he went out like a snitch. Perfect example. How can you call Gunna a rat, Gunna a snitch, and you sold your people out? Because those other dudes, Little Rod and all of them, that's fighting cases, they didn't take a plea deal. You did. You did. You know what I'm saying? And in this plea, he had to sell his people out. Don't ever think that Young Thug didn't sell his people out. Don't ever think he didn't sell his people out. He sold his people out. You know. So the dude Gotti and all them. What's the dude? Gotti? That's the dude. The dude Gotti that's on the thing. He taking it. He basically, cause if you really look at it, right? Cause I looked at the whole case. I'm like, damn. So all the other dudes that's involved, and let's get this clear, right? Let's get this all the way clear, right? That Young Thug record is fake. That's AI. So let's get that clear, right? Let's get that clear. So when it comes to Yak Gotti, right, and the other brother that's on that's still, because the trial is not over with. Yak Gotti, Shannon Stillwell, these dudes both still got a case. They still got a case. Smash the like button. They still got a case. So they still fighting for their freedom. They ain't take no plea deals. So Young Thug didn't say nothing about Gunna. That record that came out is AI. That's not even a real record. So let's get that clear. Okay? And like I said, Yak Gotti, Shannon Stillwell, still is on trial. These is Young Thug's co-defendants. How do they feel about Young Thug selling them out and taking a plea deal? How do they feel about that? And like I tell people, you don't take plea deals. You don't take pleas. You fight it out. You don't take plea deals. You don't take no pleas. You fight it out. That's what people gotta understand. You fight it till the wheels fall off. Whether you blow trial or you beat it. You don't take no pleas. Young Thug showed that he's a fraud. That I'm gonna keep it real. That he's a coward. Fuck Young Thug. It's been fuck Young Thug for a minute. Fuck that nigga. I have no respect for him because he sold his people out. And not only that he sold his people out, but he took a deal and sold his own self out because he'd rather sell his lifeline to these people than, like he said, independence. Can't respect these dudes. False prophets. False prophets. I don't respect Young Thug one bit. If a nigga could wear a dress, let's keep it real. If a nigga could wear a dress and a nigga could say all that shit he was saying, what else can a nigga do for freedom? He just showed you he buck broken. If a nigga could wear a dress for a record deal, and dress like a female, niggas shouldn't even respect no nigga like that. That's why when you listen to these dudes like Hocus that was calling Gunna a rat and sucking Young Thug dick, all these niggas that sucking Young Thug dick, these niggas in New York, these niggas down south, y'all niggas is bozos. No respect for y'all niggas. Any nigga that wore a dress for a record deal will sell his people out for his freedom. All that talk about he's stand-up thug or stand-up dude. How he stand-up dude when he took a plea deal? His homies is basically fighting for their freedom. They didn't say, yo, we gonna take Yak Gotti didn't say, yo, I'm taking a plea. You know, Shannon Stillwell didn't say I'm taking a plea. Him and Lil Rod, they took the plea. But they got mad when Gunna took the same plea. Didn't Gunna take a plea? Then all them dudes take a plea? Let's get that clear. Didn't Gunna take a plea? And y'all called him a rat. So anything that people saying about that dude, like I said, man, he got his freedom because he sold himself out for them records. He's selling his masters and everything, and he doing what he doing. He wants freedom, right? That's what sucker niggas do. They do anything for freedom. You know, you can't respect a nigga that'll do anything for his freedom when basically he's not a, you know, you gotta look, man. These dudes not real street niggas. They entertainers. They cappers. You know what I'm saying? No respect for no dude that wear a dress and all that. Niggas saying what they want about Lil Durk. You know what I'm saying? They don't really got nothing on Lil Durk. All they got is hearsay. You know what I'm saying? You don't think they offering Lil Durk a plea? Lil Durk ain't taking no plea. They probably offering Lil Durk. Listen, Lil Durk. Listen, Durk. We don't want you. You know, we don't want you, Durk. We want your homies. Just, you know, take this deal. He ain't doing that. But you got niggas like Thug took that plea deal, and you telling me that nigga ain't a rat? He's a rat, man. Fuck out of here, man. Nigga's a rat. Nigga wearing a dress. He's a coward. No respect for that dude. No respect for that dude. No respect for him. No respect for him. No respect for him. Nah, I ain't trolling. You know, no respect for that dude. You know? So when you got cowardly individuals like old boy Young Thug, like I said, Young Thug he sold himself short. You know what I'm saying? For some, come on, bro. He wanted his freedom so bad that he was willing to sell. Don't ever believe that he took a plea deal like the way they trying to say. It was more than just a plea deal. That nigga signed his masters over. That nigga signed his pub over. That nigga signed everything over to those people. And then he took the deal that was given to him. Always remember that. Once you do shit like that, you signing your pub over, you signing your record deal, you signing your record, all your publishing, all your masters over to these people. Come on, bro. No respect for that nigga, man. That's how he got his freedom. You know what I'm saying? You see Lil Wayne? You know, Lil Wayne won't be doing no festival, be doing none of this. They gave Lil Wayne 20 years. He was found guilty. He had a 20-year sentence. Lil Wayne. Peace to Chillin' with Love in the building. I see you. He got a 20-year sentence. You know what I'm saying? And then his sentence got overturned because they said, oh, Trump pardoned him. No, like I said earlier, Trump didn't pardon him. That's not what happened. His record deal, his record label and the company that's buying everybody's catalog said, yo, we want your catalog. It's a lot of money for your catalog, Wayne. Let's buy that shit. And that's what happened. He sold his catalog. Sold his catalog. Okay? So anybody that come on these platforms and they say what they say, just know what you're talking about. Because if your freedom is on the line and you a musician, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, Kels, man. All Kels had to do. If R. Kelly today, right, say, you know what? I give up. I'm going to sell my catalog to these people. All right? First of all, that's not even cap. That's how I know you don't know what you're talking about. See, that's why I love when y'all dudes come on my platform. Because we come with receipts. So I thank you for saying that, Birdman. So let's go on. Let's go look at this, right? Because they was signed to Wayne. Let's get this clear. So what did I say right there? December 17th, 2020, right? Lil Wayne reportedly sold Young Money catalog along with his masters. See, I deal with facts. I don't deal with fiction, brother. For $100 million. All right? I don't come up here and gossip, bro. Like I said, Wayne sold all of Young Money's catalog. All of it. Just like I said, just like Young Thug sold his catalog for his freedom. Don't ever believe that when these dudes is in the game that they not gonna sell their catalog and their masters over to these people for their freedom. Let's get that clear. Don't ever believe that dude got his freedom because he took a plea deal. It's deeper than that, my nigga. Like I said, and it's not only just Lil Wayne. Remember, Dr. Dre was in a coma, right? Let's look at Dr. Dre for a second. Hold on. Let's look at Dr. Dre for a second. See this right here? Dr. Dre sell catalog assets to Universal Music and Shamrock Holdings and 200 million plus deal. Now, like I said, Dr. Dre sold his catalog for his life because he was about to be out of here. Okay? He's about to be out of here. They thought he wasn't going. They thought he was going to be over. He was in critical. Like I said, R.I.P. to Quincy Jones, man. We gonna deep dive in that. We gonna do a live on that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, changing of the guards. Jay-Z, the Black Godfather, Clarence Avon dead. Now he's officially the Black Godfather. Dr. Dre is officially the Quincy Jones of the whole industry right now. Let's get this clear. Let's get this clear. They needed a new changing of the guards. So when you see Young Thug sells his catalog over to these people and his masters over to these people for his freedom, y'all better understand what it is. Lucius Grange runs Universal. They just bought, like I told y'all, they just took over Atlantic Records and Warner Music Group. They building a whole mastermind right now. Okay, a whole conglomerate right now. You got Scooter Braun's with Hyper Corporation, and then you got Lucius Grange and Elliot Grange taking over the whole record industry right now. You got two conglomerates taking over the industry. So you either is with Scooter Braun's and Hyper, or you with Lucius Grange and Elliot Grange with Warner and Universal. See, peep the game. Urban music is no more right now. It's officially dying. Dudes is selling their catalog. So when you got dudes like Puff who don't want to work, shout out to Big Slime in the building. I see you, bro. When you got people like Puff that's beefing with Diageo, right? And you got people like him basically not signing over, because let's keep it real. He's not signing over he's not signing over his publishing and his catalog. He gave all his catalog to his artists. His artists. So he's selling back. Everybody got their catalog now, right? But here's the crux of this. He wasn't supposed to do that. See, Puff would be free right now if he didn't sign over all his catalog back to the artist. If he'd have kept it back and gave it back to the industry, he would be free. If R. Kelly did the same thing, he would be free. Once you don't do that, then you going to jail. Or they knocking you off. It's either the two. They knock you off or you going to jail. Look at Mike Jack. Look at Prince. They knock you off or you going to jail. Let's get that clear. Let's get that clear. Bill Cosby told Conor Morgan, I'm not, and look, Bill Cosby, oh, that's my boy right there, Central C. This is the thing, right? Bill Cosby and Dr. J, right? Hey, yo, Blue Baron, don't time nobody out, bro. Chill. Yo, RJ and Blue Baron, do not time anybody out in the chat, yo. For real, for real. Do not do that. All right? Do not do that, family. Chill with that. Y'all doing too much tonight, man. No timing nobody out, man. We ain't doing that. Let them rock. That's it. Don't time nobody out, bro. Don't gotta do all that. All that's not necessary. Y'all wildin'. Y'all wildin'. Don't do all that. So, Bill Cosby with the whole NBC thing, right? So him and Dr. J, this is the thing people gotta go back to, right? And we're gonna break it down like this, right? Okay. I'm about to get into it like this, right? Okay, hold on 1 second. I just wanna hold on. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, peace to everybody that's coming in. Cause we about to get into some deep stuff in this live stream. Cause you know I like going live at night. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to. I used to do this back in the days. All right, so let's get into it. Let's get into it now. I'm back to. Let's get back to it. So in 1992, Bill Cosby and Dr. J and a couple other black entrepreneurs was trying to buy NBC from General Electric, right? Because GE owned NBC at the time, right? The crazy part is, right, that was a bold move. And if y'all know about Ron Brown, right? Ron Brown was the Secretary of Commerce, right? During the Clinton administration, right? He died in 1996. He had something to do with that too, okay? With that whole, you know, basically that whole deal with the NBC thing, right? Now, he was murdered. Now, people say, nah, he wasn't murdered. No, he was murdered, okay? If you really look at that, if you go back and you look at that death of Ron Brown, right? And he was a brother from Harlem, okay? He was on a plane, right? And they said he was being investigated for corruption, a whole lot of stuff they was trying to say, right? But people had basically suspicious circumstances of how his death happened on that plane, right? Now, mind you, right? Bill Cosby's son was murdered, 97 on the highway. Dr. J's son was missing, and he was also murdered, right? During this time of them trying to buy NBC. This is a fact. Could look it up, right? Now, after that, later on, Dr. Cosby started doing, and this band like 2003, he had wrote a book, 2003, 2004, he was on a book tour about, you know, violence in music and hip hop and just violence in the community, right? So mind you, right, around 2004, the whole Andrea Constand situation happened, right? Which that was to really shut him up, slow his whole campaign down. Because at the time he was doing the pound cake speech and all of that, basically talking to the black community. Now, mind you, after that happened, right? The district attorney said, "And smash the like button. We got 194 people in here. Let's get 100 likes in here, please. Let's get 100 likes in here, because we going live. We talking some real spill tonight, okay? Let's get a likes in here. Hey, yo, Blue Baron, can you stop timing people out, bro? Please." Matter of fact, hold on 1 second. Hold on. You doing too much, bro. You gotta chill. You gotta chill, bro. We not doing that. Okay? You're not doing that, bro. Like, respect the chat, respect what's going on. We're not doing that. We having a good conversation, good dialogue. Okay? So let's chill with all of that. Doing that. Okay? So let me get back to what I was saying. So fast forward after the whole Andrea Constand, the district attorney, saying that the 100 show, yo, Wack had invited me to come on there I'm gonna come up on his platform. You know, yeah, Ron Brown. Look him up, Ron Brown. He was basically the United States Secretary of Commerce. Look him up. He was from Harlem. He was born in D.C., but he grew up in Harlem. Look him up. Um, Definitely look him up. You know, definitely look him up. You know what I'm saying? But let me get back to what I was saying again. So, hold on 1 second, man. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Now we good. He doing too much. Yeah. So yeah, you doing too much, bro. Yeah, you doing too much, bro. I said chill. You wilding out. So what I was at? Oh, okay. So the district attorney said, "Listen, we don't believe her story. She lying, right?" So they threw that case out, knowing that this woman was lying, knowing she wasn't telling the truth. You know, knowing she wasn't telling the truth. So fast forward, you get a failing comedian named Hannibal Burris, right? Failing comedian. This is a comedian that basically wasn't getting no play. Wasn't getting no play at all. Makes a joke about Bill Cosby out of nowhere. That wasn't no out of nowhere shit. That was planned. He was told to do that. And that basically was to boost his career. Because you got to understand, anybody that do things, they are being paid and coached to do a lot of things. People got to understand, it's called military. All these dudes is, like I always say, man, when you look at a lot of these internet people, you could tell the ones that's genuine and you could tell the ones that's basically being paid to do what they do, right? So the thing is, after he did that joke, the one female come out. After the one female come out, a total of 60 women come out, right? The district attorney still that was running against the previous district attorney of Montgomery County said in his campaign, his promo, his ad, that when I am elected, I am going to prosecute Bill Cosby. Well, he was elected. And he did exactly what he said he was going to prosecute Bill Cosby, which is crazy. Fast forward, right? The reason why he was being targeted was because of Conda Morgan trying to frack on his property. So with Conda Morgan trying to frack on his property, he gets targeted by these people. So with that being said, you know, once you don't do things that these people don't like, you know, they put the people at you. You gotta look, right? When you look at the presidency, right? When you look at this whole election, they all on the same team. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Trump, Kamala, they all on the same team. Okay? Because what people gotta realize is the president is selected, not elected. So whether you vote for Trump, whether you vote for Kamala, they still being selected by the same people. They work for one person and one person only, the shadow government, which is your bankers. They run everything. The president is basically just the CEO of the corporation. When you hire a CEO for a corporation, he's basically there to take heed of the corporation. And the corporation is America, because America's a business. It's not a country. You know, when they taking trillions of dollars from you, the treasury, and you ain't getting your money, is what it is. See, people gotta understand, you know, America's for the business people. It's never been for the working class. That's why when people say working class, the working class is not considered equal to America. America is a place that's always been. The American dream means to be rich. The American dream means to be an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs and people that are successful is what America was created for. It was never created for these people that people think it's created for. That's what people gotta understand when you read. You start to realize that it is a country about people being successful. So a lot of these dudes, they all the same. You can't believe a politician because a politician is a bullshitter. Just like a businessman. It's a bullshitter. Everybody's bullshitting. They don't believe everything they say because they all friends. Let's look at it like this, right? Trump did that gala, right? Not too long ago in New York, right? And you saw like he was telling Chuck Schumer, yo, I supported your campaign when you first ran for office. I supported your campaign. He was telling everybody in the room he supported their campaign, right? Now, mind you, right? When he was telling all these people that he was supporting their campaign, they all was laughing. Now, mind you, to the people that's Republican, Democrat, you on some gangbanging shit. That's what you dudes on. Y'all on some gangbanging shit. Y'all looking at the politics on some gangbanging shit like, yeah, oh, I'm riding with the red team. I'm riding with the Republicans. And then you got the dudes over there. Oh, I'm riding with the blue team. I'm riding with the Democrats. But at the end of the day, the joke's on you because they all the same gang and all the same team. The only thing difference is that a conversation piece may be little extreme, maybe little liberal, maybe little conservative, but they all the same. See, that's why I don't believe in a politician. I'm like, you know, how Kwame Toro and Malcolm X said, man, you can't put your hopes in politicians. Can't put your hopes in politicians. Their job is to lie and deceive the people. They getting the check. They getting the check. Anytime like when you look at people, when they start saying we need our own party, that's a fact. Everybody need their own party. It's all about a policy and what you do for your special interests. You know? But hey, it is what it is. You know, I just wanted to give my little take on that. You know? But let's get back to what we was, talking about. But like I said, with the whole Young Thug shit, boy sold out. He's a sellout. I have no respect for dude. He talk all that real nigga shit, all that what he talking about in his music. He's a capper. I don't respect no dude that if you could wear a dress, you could snitch, you could do a whole lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't look at him as nobody that should be respected. He sat and wore a dress. You know, he sat and said, oh, that's my brother, that's my dog, but he allowed these dudes in the industry to call homie a snitch. He allowed them to call Gunna a snitch. See, I always say, man, the streets is a lie, bro. The streets is a lie. It's finished. It's dead. It's washed up. The streets is nothing. Okay? The problem with people and just melanated people, they want to continue to hold on to bullshit instead of them to realize that it's been a lie. You know, you looking at Let's look at the Italians for a second, right? Let's look at the mafia for a second, right? The mafia is a perfect example of not living up to their rules. Yes, they stood for La Cosa Nostra, but if they wanted their enemy out the way, it's like the art of war. It's the laws of power. They'll do anything to get their enemy out the way. That means if they got to put police on them, they'll put police on them. Lucky Luciano, perfect example. Greatest gangster they ever been. Vito Genovese took over his family, killed this right-hand man, Albert Anastasia. And you know what he did? He set him up, had a Spanish drug dealer, set him up. He put the feds on him, right? Had the drug dealer tell on him. And him and Carlo Gambino, who he helped out, who was his ally from the beginning, basically took over the Gambino crime family, right? Now look, dudes in the streets will say, yo, that ain't no real nigga shit. That's a coward. What people gotta understand is there's no such thing as rules in the environment. See, you can't play fair when you in a den full of snakes. You can't play fair in that. So don't always sit there and believe that it's a fucking fake ass code. Cause it ain't no such thing as a fucking code when it comes to getting your enemies out the way. When a nigga got a problem with a nigga on a drug block and he knows some cops in the precinct, he gonna tell those cops, listen, I'm paying you this amount of money. Make sure y'all do this. I'll give you the details on that. Take them niggas out the way. They gonna do it. Cause it ain't no codes. It ain't no respect. The streets is a lie. The streets is a myth. The best thing to do is to be a legitimate businessman. Like, people gotta realize this, right? Once the Patriot Act came in effect in 2002, the streets was over with. That's why if you look, a lot of those guys that caught those Fed cases in 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, that shit shows you that the streets was over with. So the guys like Big Meech, the guys like E.T. Hawk, the guys like Sheik Ali, the guys like Preem, the guys like World, right, that went to jail around that time of the Patriot Act, it was over. It was over. Anybody that's trying to think that you gonna outlive, you can't. The streets is over with. All these niggas that's going back and forth to jail, talking about the streets, you know, nigga, y'all got lovers in there. Just say, man, y'all miss being with y'all boyfriends in there. That's why y'all keep going to jail. I don't want to hear none of these niggas with these platforms talking about what Damu niggas. Like, look, man, all them Damu niggas is rats, man. All them Crip niggas is rats. All these gangbanging niggas is rats. It's real talk. All these niggas that you see that's gangbanging, that's throwing other niggas under the bus, they are rats. They are rats. So why listen to gang banging niggas on these platforms, on YouTube, talking war stories? What is they doing for the community? But telling you bullshit that can't change your life. See, I respect real OGs. Like King Tut just came home. That man, he basically is doing something positive. A lot of these brothers that's coming home from the feds is doing something positive. I'd rather hear brothers like that came from the feds, that that was going to be buried alive in the federal building than hear dudes that did skid fucking bids in fucking Clinton Correctional Facility, Rikers Island, talking the same old bullshit, giving you the same old two-step. I don't give a fuck about what GF told. I don't give a fuck about what I don't give a fuck about none of that. Cause what niggas ain't really telling you is a lot of these gangbanging niggas work for these crooked ass real estate developers who basically got the police as they goons. So when they motherfucking these gang OGs and these gang indictments happen, these OGs is sending your little shorties, your sons and daughters to jail. While these big homies is working with these motherfucking politicians and working with these motherfucking real estate developers. And when you putting up your house, right, to bail out your daughter or your son, right? These real estate developers is buying you out. How they doing that? They doing it through these gangs. So you gotta remember, right, when the Bronx burned down, right, back in the days in the 60s, right? When the Bronx burned down and Brooklyn and all these different places was burning down and abandoned buildings. Well, those real estate, those landlords paid gang members to burn down those buildings, right? And the same thing that they are paying these real estate developers is paying these gang members to destroy good communities that could be something, that could have a strong black economic system. But in fact, they don't want that. They'll use these niggas, right? These gang OGs, these big homies, to flood the hood with the guns. These scratched off government guns and all that, right? See, that's why I say it's deeper than Nino Brown. See, they don't want to have that conversation. Ask these gang members, ask these big homie gang members, do they want to have that conversation about who they really work for? Do they want to have that conversation? Who they really work for? Who they really under? Cause they ain't for no brotherly destruction. They ain't for none of that. Them Crip OGs, them Blood OGs, they ain't for none of that. They work for those evil real estate developers that's giving them 6-7 figures. How you a big homie? You pushing Rolls Royces and all this, right? You was a dude that was working construction. And you able to push all these nice cars and wear all this jewelry. How you getting that type of money? How you getting that type of money? How you doing those type of things with a construction job? You know how they doing that? Or with no job? Is that you getting paid by the government and that you selling these little niggas old. So when you hear them throwing these little shit out there, say, yeah, yo, we doing this for gang, and we getting a check for gang. And just know, man, we getting a check for gang, because they working for the real gang. So they all in cahoots with the police. They in cahoots with the real estate dudes. They in cahoots with them. So then they come on here talking about, yeah, yo, the big homie done told. I mean, if they being freed and they had life sentences, how they being freed? They working. They working. You a big homie and you ain't never been in no gang indictments. You ain't never touched the feds, but you a big homie, you a OG. How you ain't never touched the feds? How you ain't never been in there? Why you always, when the dudes that got life sentences, the OGs that got life sentences, they ain't never coming home. These dudes never coming home. Hmm? But you dudes that say, oh, I'm the big homie, I'm the big blood, I'm the big Crip homie. Y'all on the street. Because y'all handlers is the feds. Y'all handlers is the police. So when dudes talk this snitching shit, that's why I don't, you see me, I don't argue about that shit. Cause everybody work for the government, nigga. Once you pick up a gun, once you pick up a pack, you all work for the government, my nigga. Freeway Rick Ross already told you. He was getting his bricks from the government. That's why he said, I ain't mad at a snitch. If your guns, come on, bro. Government sealed firearms, bricks, government. Come on, bro. Stamp. Come on, bro. Ask some old timer niggas who face was on them bricks in the 80s. Reagan face was on them bricks. Okay? Reagan face was on them bricks in the 80s. So you already know who's the plug, nigga. So when these dudes talk about these politicians, and these dudes talk about they gang, realize that is all cap. That's why when I come on my platform, yeah, these niggas don't like me, these old niggas. They don't like when I say this shit. Because now I'm disrupting they plan. They don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear the truth. Yo, that nigga Bullets got yo. That nigga. Yeah, nigga. I'm speaking the truth, nigga. The child niggas is working. No gangsters, no dudes that say they did prison time is going to gang powwows and throwing up big B's and throwing up crap and running around in these streets and ordering hits, and they ain't getting in no indictments, but other dudes is. Why is that? Who they working for? You know? You're going to start seeing when the real dudes come out, these dudes going to go into hiding. Then you're going to see their cover get blown. Then you're going to see them getting exposed. See, one thing about me, I already told you who these dudes was. I don't gotta expose these dudes. I exposed them 2022, 2023. I've been told you these dudes is rats. Been told you these dudes is police. You know? They was like, yo, Gotti, man, you wildin'. Nah, I ain't wildin'. I speak the truth. We see who these dudes is. Yeah, so at the end of the day, you gotta really look at what it is. You know, you gotta look at what it is. They come on here on these platforms and they be capping. You know? They be capping. You know, all these dudes talk about they real and they real nigga and they do this, man. Come on, bro. You know, dudes is rats, man. Gotta remember something. A snitch don't need paperwork. Don't need paperwork. Don't need paperwork. A snitch can be the dude that you walk the street with that you'll never know that he's an informant. Working means working. So that's why I tell people all the time, man. When you look at the Bullets Gotti show, when you look at my platform, we speak the truth. Speak the truth. And that's why a lot of these dudes don't like the truth. So when it comes with all this snitching and who telling and who this, I don't give a fuck about who telling. Like I said, man, we in 2024, man. The streets is over with. It's done. It's over with. It's finished. We got a bunch of old washed up niggas trying to hold on, and they corrupting your youth. They corrupting your kids. They not corrupting their kids, but they corrupting your kids. Okay? When you got grown men putting pistols in kids that's not related or not their children, but they don't put pistols in their sons and daughters' hands, then you know you dealing with motherfucking piece of shit ass niggas. Okay? Because when you got grown men doing that and they preying on other people's children, you know, that's just like when a woman let a man come in her house, right? And he basically is showing her son how to be a gangster, how to be a street dude, right? But he wouldn't dare do that to his children. And that's what a lot of people got to really look at it. These are men that wouldn't do it to their own children. These dudes got children that's in college, don't know nothing about the streets, don't know nothing about gang. But your kids is kids looking for a mentor or a father figure, and they out here corrupting them. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So, I want to say this, right? I just saw the Megan Thee Stallion video with her talking about Tory Lanez, right? Now, mind you, he already said that old girl lied on him, right? He already said that old girl wasn't telling the truth, right? Now, she admitted to being a liar. But like I told y'all the other day when I did my live, I said the company that she signed to is out here playing with them people, you know? And he didn't want to sign with them. He didn't want to sign over his masters. And now he's doing a 10-year bid off of a fucking lie. Make that make sense, ladies and gentlemen. Make that make sense. But that just shows you how grimy these people are and what they'll do to you when you independent. Now, mind you, that case should be thrown out just because she lied on him. Just because she said it wasn't true. But he's in jail doing 10 years off of a fucking lie. But like I said, he didn't sign over his masters. He didn't sign with that company. So that company made sure they set him up. And that's what the problem is. So now, when the receipts come out, people now seeing what the man father been saying. But everybody said that man father was a liar. That man father was crazy. That Hassan Campbell nigga kept saying, oh yeah, that nigga lying. But he the main one trying to expose the industry, but he called that man a liar. Everybody called that man a liar. He don't know what he was talking about. But the woman just said that she lied on him. It's crazy. Crazy. But you're gonna see a lot of these cases, a lot of these people are lying. It's nothing true with a lot of these cases that's going on. With the Puffy case, a whole bunch of lies, a whole bunch of fake people coming out the woodwork. You got this Courtney nigga coming out the woodwork. You got what's the other nigga? What's the nigga? The what's the nigga name? The nigga with the book, the Kim Porter book. That dude lied and say he knew Kim Porter. Then this black dude come out of nowhere, the Courtney Berger, whatever the dude name is. He talking about he know. Like, look at what I'm telling y'all, man. It's so much foolery and so much fake shit going on that I don't believe none of this shit. I don't believe none of this shit. People is thirsty. People is thirsty for money. People is thirsty for fame. People is thirsty for everything. And they don't mind lying on somebody to get where they gotta get to in life. Facts. You already know, bro. You know? And in that situation, people lying on son to get money. You got a dude coming out of nowhere talking about, yo, I fuck with Tupac and Outlaws. And, like, nigga, where you came from, bro? Nigga look like a fake TD Jakes and he come out of nowhere. Like, if you listen to a lot of these dudes, right, that's speaking about Puff. Like, and no, I don't, like I said, man, I don't got no beef with Mark Curry. I don't got no beef with Gene. I understand they gripe. I understand how they feel. Gene, he feel how he feel about D-Ferg and feel how he feel about, Wolf and Big. But Son ain't been working for Puff, down with Puff since 2005. It's almost 20 years, right? You gotta heal. I believe Gene need to heal, man. But I understand he want to speak his piece. That's cool. That's cool. Speak your piece. You know what I'm saying? But I just think that he need to heal. Roger Barnes, like I said, you want to speak your piece. I understand you felt like he should have helped you out with your son. I mean, he helped out a little bit, but you thought he should have helped out more. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? A man dealing with his problems, he can't deal with yours. You can't get mad with a man. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these dudes, they need to heal. The wrong shit is the wrong shit. I don't think if I got a discrepancy with somebody, I'm not gonna hold that gripe. I'm gonna have a conversation. All that what dudes is saying and he fed y'all dudes. Mark Curry, Gene, Roger Barnes, he fed y'all dudes. Y'all to come out on a platform and say that's corny to me. Sean, like, dude, he gave you so much of money. I feel like if a man fed me and gave me all of that money, I would never turn my back, I would, speak to him on a one-on-one tip, but to go to the world and have my grievances and basically push out narratives against that man, I can't feel that. And saying his kids need to take gun charges, I can't respect that. I'm saying people talking about, Puffy sons and all that. Like, first of all, you know, his son's out here doing things, positive things. His son and they trying to be strong and keep the family uplifted. All this talking about, yo, why they ran down on fucking Ray J. Like, first of all, they around here making jokes about that man's father. I don't, I tell anybody this, right? If somebody violated my parent, right, on the internet, and I look at you as a family member, right? because they look at Ray J as family. This nigga been to their house. It's a nigga that been to their house, sister, all that. It's not somebody that they don't know. This is somebody that they know personally on a personal level. So to go on platforms and say the things you saying, I would feel mad too. I'd be ready to put hands and feet on you too. You know, all this with people trying to say that, yeah, yo, son's dealing with transsexuals and all that. Like, all that's corny to me, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you can't tell somebody how to grieve and you can't tell somebody how to react, okay? At the end of the day, that's their father. You know, people talking about, oh, Quincy, you need to rep for your... Like I said, man, Albie Shore was a fucking cokehead, my nigga. He didn't give a fuck about his son. He gave a fuck about fucking them hoes and chasing coke. That's what Albie Shore was doing. So when he was fucking them hoes and chasing coke, Puff was out there stepping up to the plate and raising his seed. You gotta respect a man that would put his family first and take and raise his kids on his own. That's what he doing. He raising his kids on his own. Ain't that many fathers doing that. Ain't that many fathers doing that, man. You know, so when people come on the line and they saying all this about, oh, Puffy killed Heavy D and Puffy try to kill Albie, and Albie sure had a coke problem, my nigga. He got a bad fucking heart from all that coke that he consumed through the 80s and 90s, my nigga. He was a cokehead. You know what I'm saying? That's something that he ain't even being truthful and admitting to him being a fucking cokehead. How you want to talk about other people, but you're not talking about your habits? Niggas got to talk about their habits. He even said he battled with drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't understand, right? You know, people could say, yo, Albie, you ain't no saint, bro. What happened with Stoney Jackson's sister, my nigga? In that hotel room. When you and Christopher Williams almost caught that bid, my nigga. When that girl was screaming that y'all sexually assaulted her in the hotel room. See, dudes don't talk about their own demons. But they want to make a nigga a monster, but they don't talk about the shit that they did. You know what I'm saying? And not to say that he did that to Stoney Jackson's sister. But don't come on the platform and try to make it seem like, oh, nigga, you motherfucking is an innocent dude and you ain't had no skeletons in your closet, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ask your cousin Christopher Williams how he feel about that Stoney Jackson situation. You know? But dudes don't talk about they own due diligence. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said when it comes to this whole situation with Puff, a lot of people lied, bro. A lot of people lied. Ain't no victims in this case. It's a bunch of fucking liars. Everybody saying they a fucking victim. Everybody talking about that man he didn't do nothing to Pac, bro. The nigga that had Pac murdered, y'all over there watching his YouTube channel, supporting him. He was just on Whack channel. Why y'all not asking that man, like, why y'all had that, why you and Suge Way have that conversation about Kevin Gaines, who was Snoop's security? Why you not talking about Snoop's security, Kevin Gaines, Reggie? But you over on everybody's channel talking about Puff, talking about Suge, and, you know, but you not talking about you and David Kenner and the dude that you do the channel with stole Pac's music, how y'all was working for old boy, the big dog that owns Pac music, that owns Pac whole catalog, that y'all sold it back to. Come on, man. We got 267 people in here. Let's get these likes up. But they don't talk about that. But they want to always put it, oh, Vaughn Zip. And, like that Zip listen, man. That whole Zip and Keefy D was a lie. Was a lie. And they know it was a lie. But they not going to say that it was a lie because they not going to talk about all the other people that's involved. The same people that got easy up out of here. They're not going to talk about the extortion plot they try to do to Suge and Pac. Those people with the 3 letters. That group that was playing goon tactics that Jerry Heller hired. Okay? They're not going to talk about that. But they're going to talk about Puff did this. Suge did this. Because you got to always have a scapegoat. Lando Anderson was placed there in the MGM Grand. He was placed there. He's placed there. How Zip going to do all this like y'all saying Zip was going to do that when Zip was partying with them niggas? He's partying with them niggas. He's partying with Pac and Suge, with Mike, with Death Row East. So how y'all going to say all this, like, come on, bro. Y'all coached. All people got to do is listen to the recordings. They coached. They coached him to say Puff paid him $1 million with a check. He was coached. He was coached. First of all, Zip with the drip is a rat. How you get 5 years probation on a homicide? He's a rat. Any nigga that let me say this right now, right? And I'm gonna get back to the conversation, right? Zip got 5 years probation. Him, his brother, right? Got 5 years probation for a homicide. Now I don't know what place and what planet, especially in the 90s. We got 281 people in here. In 1998, right? This is Giuliani administration. This is George Pataki as the governor. This is Rudy Giuliani as the mayor. In New York State, in the late to mid 90s, you was not getting let's say this again, no 5 years probation for homicide. Now ask Zip, that's how you go on this live stream, ask Zip, how you get 5 years probation with a legal aid? 5 years probation with a legal aid for homicide. Where they do that at? My cousin did an attempt murder on Queen Latifah bodyguard. It's documented. Rushawn Fortune, look him up. Shot our bodyguard for the BMW. They didn't give him no 5 years probation. He did 21. 21 years, double tap. Let's get 100 likes in here. Okay? So he could tell that to ignorant, stupid niggas that don't know the law or don't know about the law when you do a crime as a teenager, okay? In New York State, the Willie Bostick law. Yeah, if you do a murder or an attempt murder, you charged as an adult in New York State. Okay? This is facts. Look it up. Okay? You can't find his paperwork because he got sealed docs. So if his shit is sealed, that means he's a confidential informant. His brother's a confidential informant. His brother's a gangster rat, and he's a cowardly rat. He's a rat that stays in the house and goes out when his industry dick riding friend that's getting friendly extorted, tell him Blanco sent you, white that's getting friendly extorted, and Germ that's getting friendly extorted. When these dudes is getting friendly extorted, right? Because I know about them dudes. They get friendly extorted, right? When they tell him to come outside to go suck on Chef G dick, he come outside, that's when he come outside. So his brother is a tough rat. So he's a tough rat. And he come outside. The coward rat, he can't come to Queens. He got to stay in Brooklyn, right there in Prospect Lefferts Gardens. So he's a fucking rat. All that talking about niggas snitching, nigga, show your paperwork and show that you never snitched in your life. I would love to, because I always believe the niggas that scream the most, that talk about rats, all that, I believe them niggas is the biggest rats. Because, nigga, if you added so much about a rat, nigga, go handle your business with the rats. I don't give a fuck. I just show the youth that these niggas is a lie. I don't ever believe these niggas. Bemmy's not my boy. Let's get that clear. Bemmy did that to himself. Bemmy did that to himself. That's what happens when you do things to yourself. So, it's what it is, man. He let that nigga sabotage him. I don't got nothing to do with that. Now, let me get back to what I was talking about when I got really cut off. So, yeah. When it comes to the whole Puff thing, like I said, they want to accuse that man of Pac's murder. He had nothing to do with that. Right? Same thing with Suge. They know that Pac and Suge was both shot and killed by police officers. David, the lawyer, and your boy over there at Bomb First had them dudes do that so they could take over Death Row Records. That's why when he went to jail, Suge, look what they did. They took the company from him. They stole Pac music. They was going to the game, the LA Lakers games. They was riding around in his cars, wearing his jewelry. They was doing things that they had no business doing. Right? Illegally. But then they blame Suge and say, oh, he hired a dude named Poochie. For what? They selling records. So they blaming a gang member, right? To say the gang member murdered Biggie, right? They blaming a gang member and Orlando Anderson saying, oh, he murdered Tupac. Now, mind you, if they had 662, right, in the lot in 662, right, and these dudes is supposedly supposed to be still on the Vegas Strip. How the fuck they get to 662 and these dudes is at the Vegas Strip? Let's make this shit clear, right? They was lined up. Kevin Gaines was the one that shot him. How you gonna get Warren G on Drink Champs? Why people don't go back and listen to Warren G already exposed the whole shit on the platform? He exposed it on Drink Champs. He said, yo, we heard the shit on the next tab. So if they heard Pac and them getting hit on the next tab, and they heard what dude said on there on the other end, then that means, ladies and gentlemen, that what is dudes talking about? That was an in-house hit done by in-house people that wanted to take over the company. So stop believing everything you hear. Yak Gaddafi got killed because he saw what he saw. And they made sure he didn't go and say what he saw. That's why he got murdered in that building. Okay? So don't believe everything you hear. Don't believe these dudes in these podcasts that's trying to say, oh yeah, Puff and Sugar had some. Puff and Sugar had nothing to do with that shit. That shit had everything to do with the Rampart crooked division. And they had to clean house. That's why Kevin Gaines got killed by Frank Lager, who was a crooked, dirty cop too. They had to knock him off because he was going to expose everything. So before he exposed everything, let's knock off the liability and get him out the way. Gotta remember what that nigga Denzel said on Training Day, man. You either a wolf or a sheep. That movie Training Day is a perfect example of how gangster the LAPD was back in them days. They had to get rid of dude. So, it's what it is, man. Salute to everybody that's coming in the building. Smash the like button. So, I watched Drink Champs. I just saw the new episode with Harlem World. Dope episode, not gonna lie. A lot of shit was spoken on there. Hey yo, Jess Hassan, can you please stop timing people out, please? Thank you. Do not time anybody out. I watched the interview. Hold on. Yeah. I watched the interview, it was dope. But hold on, before I get into that, like I said, because I wanna say this one more time about the Puff thing, right? When people say what they say, deal with facts. But yeah, let me get back to the Harlem World thing. So yeah, I watched the interview with Harlem World, and they talk about the footage that I had released. If y'all remember the footage that I released with, Cameron, Bloodshed, and White Bread and all of them, and Blink back in '95, they spoke about it on there. They talk about it being on YouTube. I had released that in 2022 on my channel. We went viral with that actually. If y'all didn't see that video, a whole situation happened though. Why the video ain't no longer on my channel. Sucker shit. That's all I'm gonna say. Some sucker shit happened. But I released that footage. And whatever happened to Bosley, well, who knows? I don't know what happened to him. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that nigga. I don't fuck with that nigga. But so I watched the interview. It was a dope interview, dope conversation. You know what I'm saying? I would have loved to see Loon up there. I'd have loved to see Sugar J up there. I'd have loved to see Mace up there. And I would have loved to see, Stace up there, because that's the history, that people, you know, uh, people gotta understand, if you gonna talk about Harlem World, you gotta talk about them components, you know. But the interview was dope, you know what I'm saying? The interview was dope, you know what I'm saying? A lot of facts in there, because like I said, that whole Harlem World movement was a big ass movement. All out, that was a movement. It was a huge movement. When that came, out the gate, a lot of niggas was repping because I remember like when you listen to them Clue tapes, you know, that movie was so big, A lot of niggas was Big L, Gruff, Crime Dog, Cam, and all them. They was repping that movement. It was a big, huge movement, you know. And Shine, somebody tried to hog me down. Um, Nelly and Shine was running around with Mace heavy. When he was that nigga, those two niggas was running with that Harlem movement heavy. Sean got his nickname Poe, from being with Mason though. Nelly got his swag from being around Cuda and Ken, not Cuda, not Ken, but Cardan and Sugar J and Huddy and all them niggas. He learned how to, you know, Air Force Ones and all that. Because that was an uptown thing. Only uptown niggas wear forces. That was what it was. And he put a lot of them niggas, they put a lot of them niggas on, you know. And that was how big that movement was huge, you know. The only thing and I gotta agree, because Jay is a hater. Jay-Z is a hater, my nigga. He bite a lot of niggas swag. And what Mino was saying was absolutely facts. He bit Harlem nigga swag. He was trying to be like Richard Porter. That was a fact. He wasn't lying. That's why Velma Porter dissed him on that Street Sweeper with Poe on the cover. He dissed him on there and said, yo, y'all niggas need to pay homage and show love to the family. Because they didn't show love or pay in full. They didn't give no money to the family. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Dane, but you gotta look. Dane talk that Harlem shit, but it's a lot of niggas in Harlem that was very highly disappointed in Dane. Because one, how he rocked so heavy for Jay. And then Jay burned him. You know what I'm saying? When you look at um Rough Riders, you look at Bad Boy, you look at even Vacant Lot, and even Harlem, even Mace Movement, Harlem World, All Out, and even Dipset, them niggas, uh, that brand was Harlem brewing through. You look at a lot of those Bad Boy videos, all shot in Harlem. Look at a lot of that Rough Rider shit, all shot in Harlem. You know, they stayed true to the brand, of that uptown brand. You know what I'm saying? Which Rockefeller didn't stay true. You know, when they talked about that uptown brand, Rockefeller was, it had uptown niggas involved, but it didn't show love back to uptown. You know what I'm saying? Nigga copying uptown nigga swag and then wanna diss uptown niggas. Blackball uptown niggas. I'm from Queens. You know what I'm saying? But I got a lot of family uptown. Bronx and Harlem. You know what I'm saying? The majority of my family is from Harlem and the Bronx. So, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Harlem. Much love. You know? But when you got a nigga that take niggas swag, he took niggas swag. So when son say, yo, you think you RP, that's what a lot of niggas thought. Jay-Z thought he was Richard Porter out here. You know what I mean? He talking about blocks like the McDonald's and all that. Like niggas was like, yo, that nigga talking about Juan and the McDonald's, you know. And a lot of times when you listen to dude, it's like he was saying certain things in his lines, but like Poe said, man, I know about that McDonald's he talking about, but that ain't the McDonald's he from. You know, that ain't the McDonald's. He ain't from that. You know, And like Jay didn't put on none of his Brooklyn niggas. That's why the Brooklyn niggas dissed him. That's why Jimmy Hinchman and all of them had J.O. Felony going at him. You know what I'm saying? Because they felt the way. They like, yo, Jay, you know, you can watch the video. The video on YouTube, how Jimmy Hinchman felt about Jay-Z and the shit. You know what I'm saying? So when you listen to, you know, J.O. Felony, he comes to New York, he goes to Marcy Projects. Jimmy Hinchman and bring him to Marcy. You know what I'm saying? They gripe with Jay is, yo, why you doing a video on pay? Why you doing a paid in full movie? Why you co-signing that, nigga? You need to do a movie on Demencio, nigga. You need to do a movie on the Brooklyn niggas. You know? And then that's really, you know, pissed them niggas off. You know? So, when I watched, the interview, I was like, yeah, because he was hating on Mace. He was hating on Nas. He was hating on X. Because you got to look, man. And I told y'all this all the time. Jay-Z ain't never had a fucking era, man. A lot of niggas like Jay's music. A lot of niggas love Jay's setup. You know, Jay that took source different places, right? Took his source from Queens niggas. He took his source from Harlem niggas. Took his source from Philly niggas, right? He got next to the Philly niggas. He took source from them. He got next to the Queens niggas. He took source from them. He got next to the Harlem niggas. He took source from them. He took so much source from a lot of these niggas that he wanted to be these niggas. Instead of him having his own style, Jay never had his own style. Never had his own style. He wasn't a Biggie type nigga. He never had his own style. So he never had originality. You know what I'm saying? You gotta realize, look at it like this, right? Hip hop back in them days, man, it was two barrels that had the most rappers in the 90s and even in the 2000s. Harlem and Queens had the most rappers out the gate. Harlem and Queens had the most rappers out the gate. Like the movement in Queens and the movement in Harlem was huge in hip hop. They had the most rappers. Underground, on, most rappers. And like I said, when you listen to Jay early shit, that nigga wasn't flowing like how he started flowing. He took from Sonny Chiba and them niggas. You know what I mean? Look, Camp Low. He took from Camp Low and them niggas. Took Sonny Chiba whole flow, copied that nigga whole shit for Reasonable Doubt, right? Do the second album. He not only copy Camp Low, but he copied Ray and Ghost shit, right? He goes and do volume 1. He copying Mason, Nas, and Big and them niggas. Copying them niggas, right? Copying their whole style. See, when a nigga ain't original, a nigga ain't original. And that's why when niggas say, yo, Gotti, why you be going that hole? I'm just saying, my nigga, nigga ain't original, B. You know what I'm saying? That's why when niggas talk about like, yo, what era, he never had an era. The only time you can say he had an era was 2001. Other than that, what era did he have? You know what I'm saying? When you look at Jay-Z now, everybody say, oh, he the greatest. Greatest of what? All his quotables is other niggas' rhymes. He stole other niggas' lines. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is, man. But I was glad that Mino got to speak his piece and say his story. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't even know that, if you go listening to The Game, Start From Scratch, it's one of my favorite records on documentary. And then you listen to Mino's verse or Start From Scratch, that's Mino verse. Game verse, when he said same old red band, same old 4/5, yeah, that's Mino verse. You know what I'm saying? Where he opened his verse up on Start From Scratch with Mace, same how Game opened up his verse on Start From Scratch from Documentary. So the influence of niggas in Harlem and flow wise, them niggas influence a lot. You can't hear what nobody say. A lot of niggas done took a lot from them niggas uptown. You know, Mace was that nigga out the gate. You know, Jay wasn't fucking with son. You know, dude had to retire to motherfucking and niggas gotta stop with this 5 mil. He didn't sell 5 million when the album first dropped. He sold 3 million. He sold 5 mil when album went 5 times platinum in 2000 and fucking 2000 actually. It didn't even go platinum. It didn't go 5 times platinum in 98. He sold 3 million in 98. Mace was selling 5 million or for how I think 7 million on Harlem World. Worldwide, that sold 7 million. Cause he went 3 times platinum in Canada and he went 4 times platinum in America. You know what I'm saying? Now you put that together, how much copies he sold worldwide. You know what I'm saying? So when Jay went 5 times platinum domestically in America, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't until 2000. DMX did extremely better than Hove in 98. You know what I'm saying? Did extremely better than Hove in 99. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I always say when we had our arguments, man, niggas gotta know what they be talking about. Don't jump out the window. You know? You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, man, back in them days, man, niggas wasn't fucking with that nigga Murder, man. Ace was that nigga. Hands down. Hands the fuck down. You know? Hands down. So, that's why I said, man, Jay didn't go 5 times platinum until 2000. So when niggas say, yo, that nigga went 5 times platinum, he ain't go 5 times platinum in 98. Niggas gotta stop saying that. Don't have revisionist history. Versace, salute. What's up with you, family? How you? Don't have revisionist history and try to say that nigga went 5 times platinum when he never did. Never did. You know? Never did. He's gotta really stop that. You know? Crazy. I heard they just beat up Buckshot Shorty, man. Somebody said they brutally like beating Buckshot Shorty. That's crazy, bro. Like that's crazy. If they did that to Buckshot, my nigga, that's violation, bro. That's a violation, bro. That's a legend, my nigga. Like the fuck is niggas doing, man? Why y'all beating up a legend like that, bro? Buckshot ain't on no street nigga shit. That's crazy. The brutally beat Buckshot, my nigga. That's crazy. Um, hope that's not true, and if it is, my prayers go out then, man. I hope he okay, man. That's fucked up. You know, it's a lot of crazy shit going on, man. But yeah, man. Like I said, man. At the end of the day, people got revisionist history, man. They gotta stop with that. Oh yeah, Hove sold that nigga. Hove didn't sell none of that many units. Niggas gotta be honest with it, man. You know, they gotta stop that, bro. Tell her if you want to tell it, tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Don't cap. Don't cap about nothing. Or, And they just said they brutally beat Buckshot Shorty, my nigga. That's what they saying on the shit. I don't know if it's true, my nigga. It had came up on my phone notifications. But I don't know if it's true though, man. They saying in Flatbush. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why they doing that to the homie, man. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? What beef would he have at this time of day, man? Like, that's crazy, son. You know? It's crazy, man. It's crazy though. But yeah, man. You know. Yo, y'all think Big Meech gonna do Vlad? Or y'all think he gonna do a documentary now that he free, man? Like, I'ma keep it real, right? Big Meech should write a book on his life, but Meech should write a book, or he should just sit down and talk. Like, he got the TV show, I get that, but he should tell his story now that he free. Prince should also tell his story. All but a lot of these dudes get to tell their story. You know what I'm saying? Because, Meech got a lot of history, man. Not just only, dealing with just because everybody, when they talk about Meech, man, they talk about that Wolf shit. And a lot of people don't understand, like, Wolf was a part of BMF. You know, all them niggas was family. V, you know, D Mac, Wolf, them niggas was all family. Wolf, all them Brooklyn niggas got down because of Wolf. You know, all them niggas, motherfucking, Roy and L and all them niggas. Like he brought all them niggas down there. You know what I'm saying? Him and Uncle Paulie. So, like, there's no BMF without, like I said, without, Meech telling the whole story. You know. And I think he should tell his story. Cause he got a he got a story, man. He got one of them stories, man. All that nigga Meech, and a lot of people say, oh, niggas glorify Meech. Like, you gotta really look at it, man. Meech ain't so like Meech wasn't caught on no wiretaps. His brother Terry was. All Meech did was party. That's what people gotta understand. All he did was celebrate and party. That's all he did. His whole entire career on the street was partying. Partying, partying, partying. Now, dudes like Blue Da Vinci, where he at? You don't hear this coward ass nigga talking. He was on Gully TV, all these niggas platform. Where fucking old boy at? Y'all don't hear him talking no more. Blue Da Vinci was the main one. Yo, meet your rat. Why you ain't talking? You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, I don't respect none of these dudes that they get on these platforms and they slander a nigga, and then when the nigga come home, niggas get quiet and they get low. You know what I'm saying? Like Gully TV is a perfect example. He's a candidate for being a dick rider and dick eating. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a nigga that I tell anybody, you got a story, don't go on that cornball ass nigga platform. Cause one, his interviews is low budget. Two, he's a dick rider and a dick sucker. Three, he's a horrible interviewer. Horrible. Horrible. You know what I'm saying? And anytime you listen to anybody that he just come off as a groupie and a lame, he's a lame. He's a lame. Like nothing that Gully. Like, I watched him do an interview with Black Rob. I watched him do, like, he's a lame, bro. Real talk, he's a lame. And I want to give a shout out to the homie Bootsy, man, from Harlem. I want all y'all to go check out his channel. He just did an interview with the homie that's basically was tight with Scar. He's did a whole interview, right? And he told nothing but the truth. And I told y'all, Natasha Rubin was a motherfucking liar. I told y'all that. That Puff never shot that lady. And she got hit with glass. Right? Now that you heard it in the interview, because I don't know if y'all seen it, but I'm gonna put it on my motherfucking my page so people go check out that interview that he had with homie. That Puff never bust no hammer in the club. You know what I'm saying? And that Scar was the one that started that whole shit. Yeah, Quincy Jones passed away. R.I.P. Quincy Jones. Star started that whole shit with Puff and Sean and all of them. You know, and all of them dudes was home team. Scar was cool with them niggas. You know what I'm saying? He used to be around all them niggas. You know what I'm saying? So when the shit jumped off at Club New York, which that's the story I heard, Scar was the one that was aggressive to Puffin them. You know what I'm saying? Scar was the one that was aggressive. You know, because he was drunk and he didn't hold his liquor, and he was the one that started the whole situation. But at the end of the day, you know, people want to go with this, like I said, revisionist history. They want to go with the him in the club, which that was never true. You know, that was never true. You know, but hey, it is what it is. People gonna go with what they want to go with. You know what I'm saying? They gonna go with what they want to go with. You know what I'm saying? That they threw the money in the nigga face. No, the money was thrown in the air. That's the story that I heard. The real story. It's a story I always heard. I ain't never heard that other story that niggas be talking. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, at the end of the day, that whole situation should have never jumped off at Club New York. But it jumped off. It happened. It happened. It happened. You know what I'm saying? It was all the same circle. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, the shit jumped off. How it jumped off, it popped off. Niggas let that. You know what I'm saying? Like Sean said, he let that blicky go, and the rest is history. You know what I'm saying? And it really, fucked up his career because Sean was at that time, man. He was beefing with Junior Mafia and a whole lot of shit was going on, man. And he wasn't playing, you know. He wasn't playing at that time. So that's why, like, people with the revisionist history, y'all need to stop, man. But go check out homie Boosie channel, man. Go check out his interview. I'm gonna put it up on my shit. I think his shit is Street Talk Podcast. I'm gonna put it up on my platform, on my community board. Y'all go check that interview out, man, because dude was saying nothing but facts, man. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but facts. You know. I want to say this Hot Boys reunion, man. That's dope. I just want to say that's dope. Y'all see, BG, Turk, Wayne, Juvie, all on the same stage. Let's get a record. I'm glad that Wayne did that, and it showed that Wayne did that fest in his city, and the people of New Orleans showed massive love. You know, it's gonna bite. This is gonna bite Jay-Z and all them in the ass because they knew Kendrick Lamar got no business doing motherfucking thing. Nah, Unique is official. Shout out to Unique. Um, Unique need to do the doc. I tell Unique all the time, man. We gotta get that Club 2G's documentary, man. We need that motherfucking that Unique Mecca audio story, man. Him and his brother Peter Sweet, man, official, man. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, the bozo shit that Hove and them niggas did was corny, bro. To put Kendrick Lamar over Lil Wayne in his city, That was fucked up. I get why Usher was picked for the Super Bowl because one, Usher had residency in Vegas, so that was understandable that he was put there. Okay. Hey, what's up, pretty boy? How you doing, beautiful? Um, there was a reason why Usher was performing at the Super Bowl. But Kendrick, nigga, he already performed with Dre, Anderson Paak, Mary J. Blige, 50 Cent, and Eminem. Why give him the Super Bowl twice? I think that was foul. You know what I'm saying? He did it in LA. Let's not. Why you gotta do it in LA, bro? Why you gotta do it in New Orleans? Let Wayne do it in his city, man. You know what I'm saying? That he's already did Super Bowl. So that right there just shows, man, like that was some hating shit. But like I told y'all, that nigga Hove is a hater. You heard 50 Cent said it, bro. Nigga's a hater. Everybody know Jay's a hater. He been a hater. Gotta understand, my nigga. He came in the game and was second and third to niggas younger than him and a nigga that he thought should have never popped in DMX. All right? Jay is a swagger jacking ass nigga. Okay? Took his souls like throw your hands up, do it again, right? Mind you, that's his biggest record, right? Now, Jay, being he used to hustle in the DMV area, he took a legendary song that was done by Red Essence, Overnight Scenario, right? Dope ass record, right? Everybody from the DC area, they know that record, right? Jay stole the whole intro, chorus, right? The whole hook. Took the hook, stole the shit, and flipped it and did Do It Again, which was a Beanie Siegel record. That was a Beanie Siegel record that was supposed to be on The Truth. Stole Bean's record, then stole from Red Essence, took Overnight Scenario from Red Essence. Same thing he did the Non-Brigade, stole that shit. See, stole Fiesta from Jadakiss, because he was on Jadakiss first. That's what he do. He steal from niggas. So that's why when niggas say, oh, yo, Jay's a goat, nigga, he ain't no fucking goat, nigga. When you steal another nigga's shit, you steal another nigga's shit. Nah, he was made to do that Tupac record, Bonnie and Clyde. Niggas snatched Jay up, my nigga. That's what I heard. Like, them invaders niggas, or really Suge and them, hollered at Jay and say, yo, my nigga, you gotta do something for Pac. And the nigga fuck around and did Me and My Girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Because them niggas in LA was not feeling Jay, man. Them invaders and Suge and them was not feeling Jay, bro. And he did Me and My Girlfriend. That was a Suge call. And he ended up not only doing Me and My Girlfriend, but he did another record. He did the whole Vito remix, the Hovey Baby remix on the Eddie Griffin soundtrack for the Dysfunctional Family, which was done by Death Row. So you already know what that was. You know, so that's why I say, man, like, ain't no hate, nigga. But, you know, what he did to Lil Wayne was grimy, son. That was grimy. That was grimy what he did to Lil Wayne. I don't care what nobody say. That was some grimy ass shit. You know? That was some grimy ass shit. Lil Wayne didn't deserve that, man. They should have let that man perform in his city. That's the way I feel. But yeah. Shout out to Wayne and the Hot Boys, man, for doing that reunion, man. That's dope for the culture. That's dope for New Orleans. Cause they really put on. Between them and No Limit, they was the biggest thing smoking out of there. You know, they was the biggest thing smoking out of there. But Young Thug is not solid. That nigga's a coward. Fuck Young Thug. But I saw this shit with DeMar DeRozan and Drake, right? And I saw that Drake called that nigga a pussy. And I'm like, damn, dog. Like Drake really, he really hating on like Drake and DeMar DeRozan really got smoked. He said, yo, you pussy. And then it looked like it was gonna get crazy, but it's crazy though, man. That whole I'll keep it real with you, man. They overhyped Kendrick Lamar. They overhyped Kendrick Lamar. Yeah, They Not Like Us is a big record, but come on, bro. It's like, nigga, where the album at, bro? That's the way I feel. Where the album at? You know what I'm saying? He ain't coming with no album, but everybody's saying this dude is the greatest and he should do Super Bowl, but ain't no album out. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I don't got no hate for the nigga, but it's like, all right, cool. Well, where's the album at? You know what I'm saying? No album has coming out. No album has came out by Kendrick Lamar. You know, the last album he did wasn't it wasn't great. You know? And it's like, when you look at a lot of these dudes and they call these dudes the great, how you gonna call this nigga the GOAT? Comparing the nigga to Tupac and all that shit they doing, like, come on, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't even better than Nipsey, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, the dudes I like out of the West Coast, man, is, I like niggas, like Game. When Game was Game, bro, he was that nigga. Documentary, Doctor's Advocate, Nipsey, Schoolboy Q, I think is better than Kendrick. J-Rock is better than Kendrick. Mozzie is better than Kendrick. Filthy Rich is better than Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? There's so many niggas out of LA that's better than that nigga. And he don't even put niggas on. That's the thing. Like, he's the biggest nigga in the game, but he don't put no young, hot niggas on, bro. He don't put no hot young niggas on, bro. Like, Game put him on, put Nipsey on. Kendrick has not done the same. He ain't put nobody on. You know what I'm saying? Baby Keem, that's his cousin. Who has Kendrick, like, literally got on a record? Every record he gets on big name star records. Big name artist records. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy. You know. Now, Game a beast, man. Lyrically, he one of them ones, man. On the mic. Nah, I didn't see the buckshot. Yola, send me the video, bro. Let me see this buckshot. Cause I keep hearing them saying that Buckshot got beaten badly, man. I'm trying to see, like, what happened, bro. Like, cause they say he got beaten badly in Flatbush, but I'm trying to figure out what did Buckshot do to get beaten, bro. Like, why y'all niggas beating up Buckshot, my nigga? Like, that's the thing I don't understand, man. Y'all not respected. This the thing I don't get about legends, right? And hip hop, bro. Like, when a nigga fall off as a rapper, they don't show no respect. I remember Sean Price saying this. Sean Price was one of my favorites of all time. I fuck with Sean Price, right? There was a point I was listening to Sean Price, a lot of Prodigy. Like, it was that wave, that Prodigy, Sean Price wave. They had the underground on fire, right? And a lot of people wasn't showing respect to Sean Price in the States. But when you go overseas, niggas show these dudes massive respect. But in New York And dudes, like, they don't show none of these legends no respect. Now, I didn't see the Buckshot video, but for somebody that put on for Brooklyn, because Buckshot was the first one to pop out of Brooklyn before Biggie, before Jay, before everybody rapped like Buckshot. He was the first one. The whole boot camp clique. Like it was Buckshot, then it was Smith and Wesson. Like these niggas put on for Brooklyn in a major way. We talking like 9-2, 9-3, 9-4. You know? And for them to beat up a legend like that, to do him dirty like that, yo, that's fucked up, my nigga. Peace, Queen. How are you? That's fucked up, man. That's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a legend, man. Us as a people, and I'm gonna keep it real, man. Us as a people, man, we gotta do better, man. We gotta do better, man. You know, we gotta do better as a people, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't got no respect for each other, man. You know what I'm saying? And dudes is asking for, you know, us to come together and all this. Like, come on, bro. Name one. Who got the props? Got you open. I know all the Buckshot shit, bro. Come on, bro. Jay took PSA from Buckshot, bro. PSA was Buckshot record first before it became your boy Hove record. He had that beat first. So, and that's facts. That's facts. You go look it up. That was on the Black Moon album that they did in 102. You know. But I didn't see the video. How you gonna say I'm fried? I didn't even see the video, my nigga. That's what they saying. All right. Yeah, it was 0203. In fact, the album came out 03. The song came out 02. Like late like was it late 02? I know I don't even think it was late 02. It was the summer 02 when that video came out. Cause I remember when PSA dropped, that came out late 03. Like going into 04. That song came out like late 02. You know, summer 02, like around like September, August. I remember. I ain't see the video, bro. You keep saying it's not Buckshot. I ain't see the video, dogs. You know? I'm not no fucking hater, homie. How the fuck I'ma hate? Cause I don't fuck with Jay-Z. I'm a hater. Like, fuck Jay-Z, nigga. Fuck. Fuck that nigga, man. Like that nigga's the epitome of a hater, bro. Wait a minute. That's the video? Yo, somebody send me the video to my matter of fact, I'll look the video up. Yeah, somebody send me the video, man. I'll watch the video after this live. But yeah, man. You know, you know. Yeah, Kendrick Lamar and Jay-Z is overrated. Overrated, my nigga. Overrated rappers. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep real with you. When niggas don't got classic albums, they start making niggas seem like they got classic albums. You know? Like when you look at like I told y'all, my favorite rappers, Ghostface is one of my favorite rappers. Prodigy, Nas, Jada, 50, Pac, you know, Big, Swell, you know what I'm saying? Makes. Like these niggas that DMX, these niggas that I grew up and still listen to. You know what I'm saying? Like these other niggas, like I don't sit and listen to these niggas. I don't bump their music. I don't fuck with these niggas. Like I don't fuck with Eminem. Eminem is overrated in my opinion. It got to the point now that Eminem has become the rap god of hip hop. Because what dudes like Jay-Z did, they fucked up the rap game. They fucked up the rap game. 50 do got classic albums. Got 2 classics. Get Rich and Massacre. So he do got classics. Jada got a classic. Kiss the, if you want to say Kiss the Game Goodbye or The Last Kiss, it's still, you know, Kiss of Death. It's still a classic. The baddest chick in the industry? Man, it depends, bro. It's a lot of bad chicks in the industry. It depends, though. You know. Supreme Clientele is definitely better than Reasonable Doubt. You need to go back and listen to the album again. You know? You need to go back and listen to Supreme Clientels again. I get it. Niggas like Jay, bro. Sorry. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know what happened. I'm trying to see, bro. You know? So, DMX ain't fuck with Jay-Z like that, man. He said, I gave you the crown just to shoot it off your fucking head. You ain't hear what he said on that Kiss record? Niggas wasn't fucking with DMX, man. Never. Never in the worst day, my nigga. Niggas was fucking with that nigga. You know? Massacre is a damn good album. It's better than fucking any J album. When he put out that album, see, niggas ain't never listened to the Massacre. I listened to that album all the way through. You know what I'm saying? This record's like Ski Mask Way, Baltimore Love Thing. I ain't hear a nigga make a song like Baltimore Love Thing except Nas, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You go listen to Baltimore Love Thing and can't tell me that's not a fire ass record. That nigga talking about being dope, nigga. That nigga making a love song to a fucking chick that's a fucking fiend, nigga. And he's supposed to be a dope pack, nigga. That's one of the illest songs ever on Massacre, bro. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z albums was compilation albums. All that nigga had was features. And the albums that he had with by itself wasn't his best projects, my nigga. It was trash in my opinion. Them albums by itself was trash because all that nigga was doing was karaoke, Biggie verses, and other niggas' verses. You know what I'm saying? And the rest of his all his discography was compilations. His shit sound like Puff shit. All compilations. At least Puff compilations was fire. You know, No Way Out was fire. You know, Forever was fire. You know, Saga Continues was fire. You know, I was just bumping Saga Continues the other day. I'm like, damn, son. Like, when I first had that album, it was fire. But when I listened to that album again, I'm like, damn, that album was hard, bro. That album was hard, my nigga. And I'm talking about shit like Blast Off, motherfucking, That's Crazy, motherfucking, So Complete by Sherry Dennis. Like, the shit with 8 Ball and MJG. 8 Ball and MJG, my favorite group. You know what I'm saying? So that record that they did with Puff was hard, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And like I tell niggas, if you listen to Puff, like Puff albums is, in my opinion, was better than a lot of rap niggas' albums, bro. Production-wise was A1, son. I ain't gonna lie. You play that album, No Way Out, and then you play Forever, and then you play motherfucking Saga Continues, and then if you play my other favorite joint, yeah, that's a fact. And you play my other joint, like Um, Press Play, that shit fire. Press Play is another fire ass album I puff. You know what I'm saying? I was bumping that shit the other day. You know, that's just like what I said about R&B. Like R&B haven't been the same since R. Kelly been incarcerated, bro. R&B is dead, bro. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like all these R&B niggas and these R&B females, they saying the same shit. I don't want to hear no Scissor, no Summer Walker. They music is all the same, man. You know, nothing different, bro. R&B chicks ain't coming with nothing, man. You know, let me get my Mary, let me get my Tony Braxton, let me get my Mariah, let me get my Janet Jackson, let me get my Whitney Houston, let me get that real, that Nita Baker, that real R&B. This new R&B shit, this shit is garbage. I'm sorry, bro. It's garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like, just being honest. Afro beats is killing R&B right now. That's why a lot of them niggas is getting on the Afro beat shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real with you. The only couple R&B joints I've been bumping, and I fuck with them heavy is my nigga Brent Fayez. I fuck with that nigga heavy, and I bump Six Slack and I bump Bryson Tiller. But other than that, I don't bump none of these other niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? None of these females like Summer Walker and SZA, they all sound the same, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like when Kels was in the game, nigga, R&B had motion, nigga. The sound was good, nigga. I ain't heard a great R&B album in a minute, nigga. You know, I ain't heard a great R&B album in a minute. R. Kelly was that nigga, son. I was in Far Rockaway. Swear to God, I was at Far Rockaway celebrating my grandmother's birthday, my nigga. Niggas was in the spot. They was playing shitload of R&B joints. And who they was playing the most? That nigga R. Kelly, my nigga. Straight like that. Prodigy that nigga. You already know. They was playing that boy R. Kelly, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why when niggas be talking like, yo, R. Kelly, like, yo, we got niggas like, yo, I'll be like, yo, bro, like, all these niggas, bro, and I like Babyface. You know what I'm saying? But my nigga, let's keep it all the way real, bro. He couldn't even fuck with no disrespect. I like Babyface. I fuck with Babyface. But Babyface couldn't fuck with my nigga Teddy Riley, bro. You know? So it is what it is, man. You know? So I tell niggas, man, you gotta really look at the game, man. The game ain't what it is, man. You know, you know. Niggas don't understand, bro, what it is, man. This music shit it's not what it is. You know. Nah, that niggas ain't better than Teddy Riley, bro. I'm sorry, man. Yo, Teddy Riley made more legendary producers than, and no disrespect to the fucking thing, but Teddy Riley made more goats, man. More goat producers. You know, you don't get an Eddie F. You don't get a Puff and a Hitman. You don't get a Track Masters. You don't get a Tim and Bob. You don't get a Devontae Swing, a Rodney Jerkins. Um, a Bink the Humble Monster. You don't get a Top Fife. You don't get a Pharrell and Chad. You don't get a Timberland without a motherfucking Teddy Riley, B. That's just what it is. Know your music, man. You can't, you know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of producers after fucking Teddy Riley, they follow the Teddy Riley formula. You know what I'm saying? All these other producers, it's a fact. They follow the Teddy Riley formula. You look at the Hitmen, Puff and the Hitmen, you look at Track Masters, you look at Tim and Bob, you look at Eddie F and KG and Darren Lighty. You look at all of them, my nigga. That's come on, bro. Who Rick the dog? Who Rick the dog? What Rick the dog you talking about coming at you sideways? I'm not. I don't know who you talking about. Yeah, Terry Lewis and Jimmy Jam. Them niggas is the ghosts, bro. I fuck with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Don't it's certain it's levels to this shit when it come to R&B. Yeah, Hassan is over with, man. He finished, my nigga. Fuck that nigga, man. He finished. Um, but it's levels to this shit, man. You got Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, and you got Teddy Riley. Don't get me wrong. Babyface and L.A. Reid, they did change they did change the sound of music. But as time progressed, you know, Babyface fell back from the music shit with L.A. Reid, and they was on the executive shit. Now, when it comes to Teddy Riley, and it comes to Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, they continue to keep producing. They have never stopped producing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Keish, what's up, beautiful? How you doing? They ain't never stopped producing. So that's why when you look, they both came in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? They both came in the 80s. Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis came in the 80s. Teddy Riley came in the 80s, right? And they ain't never stopped. They still doing it. You know what I'm saying? R. Kelly, when he came in the game, he took Babyface out the game. You got to look. R. Kelly came in 93, right? Once R. Kelly came in 93, it was over because Babyface was the guy when it came to R&B. You had him, you had Jerry Levert, and you had Keith Sweat. Keith Sweat and Jerry Levert wrote a lot of niggas' records in the 90s, right? And Keith Sweat, right? But like I said, when Kels came in, that nigga took the whole R&B game to a whole nother motherfucking level, nigga. Wrote Janet Jackson, like that Anytime shit. That shit he did for Janet, fire. Tony Braxton, the remix, the How Can Willie I Love You. Yo, come on, son. That's it complicated. Come on, son. That nigga fucking Kels is that nigga, son. Go listen to that nigga remixes, my nigga. Listen to that nigga like the shit he did for Lee and all that. You know what I'm saying? The greatest of all time, nigga. You know? That nigga, his pen game is immaculate. Yo, Jose, stop timing people out, my nigga. The fuck is you doing? Chill with all that. You know? Man, don't Rick Masters. Don't time nobody out, Rick. Chill with all that. But Kels is the GOAT, man. R&B ain't the same without that nigga, man. He ain't the same without that nigga. And it's just like with hip hop right now. Without Puff, the game ain't the same, bro. Cause Puff made a lot of hits, my nigga. A lot of niggas' albums wouldn't be as great. Look at Burna Boy. Burna Boy had his biggest album with Puff. His biggest album, Puff was executive producer of his biggest album. Nipsey Hussle. Certain niggas got an ear for music, and a lot of niggas don't. That's why a lot of niggas don't. You could tell the niggas that got the ear for music and the niggas that don't. You know what I'm saying? It's what it is. Yeah, Puff is better than Berry Gordy. Berry Gordy, and no disrespect to Berry Gordy, but Berry Gordy didn't know what a hit was, my nigga. What he wanted was bubblegum shit, right? He surpassed the hit, my nigga. There was so many hits that he surpassed. So, and it's no disrespect to Berry Gordy. I respect his legacy. I respect what he do. But This the man that didn't want Marvin Gaye to do what's going on. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't feeling that. How you gonna pass up on a hit like that? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's not only just Berry Gordy, it's Andre Harrell. It's a lot of them niggas. Like certain dudes, they don't see what you see as an artist. And then you got the dudes like a Puff that's like, hold on. I can see where he going with that album. That's why I like when you look at when you look at Big, right? Now, Andre Harrell would have never put out an album like Ready to Die on Uptown Records. That's why I did what it did with Bad Boy, because Bad Boy understood the artist. Suge Knight understood the artist. A lot of niggas don't understand the artist, my nigga. Is even, it has a lot to do with the age and just a lot to do with is who's really outside and who's not. You know? You know what I'm saying? Mike Bivins is another one. You see how he took a risk with Boys the Men. Niggas saw the vision. 702, he saw the vision. You know, certain niggas is visionaries. A lot of niggas is not. You know, yeah, they could be a genius, but they're a genius in other facets. Everybody not a genius in the facets of making great hits. You know? That's why I tell people, man, when you in that studio, it's different, bro. When you listening to them beats, it's different. When I listen to a beat, I'm listening for the instruments. I'm not listening for the, the motherfucking just the, everybody not for everybody, man. But you know how that is, man. But yeah, man, I've been here with y'all for a minute, man. We've been live, man. It's like, what time is it? 6:17. Yeah, I've been here early, my nigga. Wow, man. We broke the neck this morning, my nigga. But shout out to everybody that pulled up, man. I'm glad y'all came. Y'all could check out the replays. We touched on a lot of topics, my nigga. Shout out to Boston, definitely. Um, Y'all, whoever didn't see the live when it first started, check out the replays. Um, and check it out. Like I said, man, salute to everybody that pulled up on me. I'm glad y'all pulled up early this morning with me. I'm going to check out this Pharrell movie, and I'm gonna knock the fuck out. I'm gonna be back live later, but I'm gonna knock the fuck out, man. My phone about to die. But y'all already know, man. Y'all have a blessed morning, and salute to everybody, man. You about to go viral with this one, my nigga. You know how this